night? We find out right now. We are underway for the welterweight championship. Stepped right to Terence.
We thought he would.
Distinct work rate pattern to Terence Crawford in welterweight. The usual welterweight output. Do you believe that makes for a grand
A double jab. And when he gets close, he's letting his hands go. Forward, inching closer and closer to Crawford. He knew Shawn Porter would come forward. It was no surprise to Terence Crawford. Crawford right now, he's calculating the speed, the distance. Didn't want to crowd Terence Crawford.
Round number 2. In that first round, Shawn Porter landed 6 of 29. Crawford landed 3 of 15.
Porter wants to be not the holdable early in this fight where he starts to prep. Well, he has to with a guy that can hit and get ugly quick.
Tried to catch him with that check.
Fought a lot of different styles, but he's never fought a lot of different fights left-handed. An orthodox fighter, a guy who can box and a guy who can fight. And then you got to be cautious and be ready every time. Box. Right hook by Crawford.
Top of the orthodox fighter. Porter just able to get away from the uppercut. Good exchange on the inside. Good action here in round 2. Crawford lands a right hand. Porter so willing.
Here come Bud.
To the body to finish off an entertaining second round. Brian McIntyre, the trainer of Terence Crawford, said don't get into a firefight with Shawn Porter. Meanwhile, Kenny Porter, guys composed, collected, and sticking to the plan. That second round was something.
Not get into a firefight, but to box. Not sure if Crawford's going to listen. You're wondering what's slowing down Shawn Porter. It's the southpaw stance of Crawford when he was very dangerous against this guy, Terence Crawford. Corner, that's why he's sitting there. There it is.
Good eye, Tim.
Ooh. Bud is coming.
To the body with the right hand goes Porter.
There's a cut on the eye of Porter.
Get that angle where the head comes into play. So there is blood now around the right eye of Shawn Porter. That is not a knockdown.
Doesn't look like.
Now they're wrestling against the ropes. A wrestling fanatic, a father of 2 wrestlers who are collecting trophies. Tyrese and Little T. Round
There's a lot of scar tissue there. Not surprised that his eye is opened up this early.
It's very noticeable.
This is the urgency that I was talking about that Shawn Porter.
Good left hand from Crawford.
Good shot right there to the body. But you see Crawford is not thinking about boxing.
And then very accurate with the right hand as well. Puts him off balance.
You see Porter being patient more than usually in fights because he feels those punches coming from Crawford and those sharp counters.
Good to be
sharp, accurate after Terence misses or throws something like that.
As he bounces and then comes forward with the right hand.
What Crawford is having issues with right now is the sneak attacks from Shawn Porter. They're so hit.
Dynamic fight early on. Fascinating. There's another left hand.
Slow down, Porter. Hoping that
lunging with the right hand. He gets out of the way, and all of a sudden Porter goes face first into
pivot.
Short left hand from Crawford as Porter comes out of that position, and we finish up. Al Chernoff is the cut man for Shawn Porter. He is tasked with handling that right eye that opened up due to an accidental clash in round number 3.
Porter sneaks in.
For one of those first three rounds. Good shot right there from Porter. But Porter would always do just enough to kind of eke out the round in Crawford's moments. But he's not wrestling inside and digging to the body like we've seen him in the past. So you're right. I don't think Porter at this pace especially.
Terence Crawford, and he told me, I want Terence to box more because that will open up the shots that he needs to land on Shawn Porter.
There's Porter coming in with that relentless aggression that he's known for. Terence covering up as Porter tries to get around that guard. Terence smiles at him and pushes him away.
Now he's fighting a perfect fight. Being athletic, using his hand speed, using volume. Roughing up Terence on the inside right now.
Watch your head, guys.
Now at range, trying to place that left hand right to the body. He does a few times. And then goes on the attack to close out the round. Dre Bomack said the same thing that you expressed with your analysis of, hey, you're letting him come up and just touch you at times. It may not matter to you. You're not being affected, but it matters to the judges. That's exactly what his trainer told him.
Not only the judges, but it's allowing Porter to get into a rhythm, to gain confidence. And it's forcing Bud to press because he knows he's behind, at least on my scorecard.
Look at this from Bud
possibly the official scorecard.
Early on in round 6, as you see the head movement from Porter, but not able to dodge all of it.
Here comes
Porter now comes in, back and forth.
Sign.
The first half of this fight, he's landed 11 body shots, has Bud Crawford.
But individuals, critics, fans, they
No punch, no box.
Touch, then power from Crawford. Wide swinging right hand from Porter off the mark. Attempt at the uppercuts from Crawford. Infighting from Porter. High intensity stuff here in Vegas.
Shawn doing the right thing. He got one hand free. He's swinging with the opposite hand.
Bud is landing, but Porter's taking the play almost every time.
Back of the trunks, Reed War. On a night he honors marvelous Marvin Hagler. And at the halfway point, it has. I heard Kenny Porter saying, pick your spots, but then back on defense. They really stressed fundamentals in this training camp to go up against Crawford. Of getting your hands back. Always willing, right?
Porter has fought the perfect fight. A good know that one punch can change it for either guy, but so far, so good for Shawn Porter.
And a critical word there, the descriptive of mixing it up. There's a right hand from Porter. He hurt.
Crawford has more glaring answers or more glaring questions to answer now.
When he lands these shots on anybody else, they fall. But the difference is Shawn Porter hasn't failed. He's not going anywhere.
And for what it's worth, fellas, it looked like Crawford, based on their face, their body language, their energy or lack of energy, looked like.
Coming to the end of round number 7. Porter landed that right hand in this 7th round. And as we come to the bell, an opportunity to check in with Mark Kriegel and Max Kellerman. Now 64-60. Good combination. He catches him coming in. Two-punch combination by Crawford. And so good countering both off the back foot, off the front foot. And now sharpshooting to the head is Crawford. Good start to round number 8 for the champ.
Crawford.
It's that pop jab right off the hip from Porter.
Ooh.
Just missing with the left hand as Porter came in.
Is in control and he's bullying.
Lead right hand from Porter. And another one.
Good shot.
Various right hands. Porter's doing exactly what his father told him. Ooh, that body shot right there.
Wow.
Oh,
what a good thud from Crawford.
Yeah, it was a body shot, but that was...
Crawford comes back with the left to the body as he has done a few times. Goes with it again. Shotgun effect. That was a great 8, wasn't it? Box him, box him, box him. And now the call to order changes of raise your level of intensity. Here we go, round 9.
That's been missing from Crawford, the jab. He hasn't been on his jab.
He's only landed 21%.
Is asking his son Shawn Porter for is separation.
Check hook again from the southpaw.
The fight is close, it's tight. Where's the separation? Raise your game. That's what he's asking for.
Olay.
Crawford able to...
Nice little
advantage.
Left hand to the body again and again. Lead left hand from Crawford as Porter keeps taking those steps forward.
Ooh. Exchanging.
Going underneath with the left hand to the body. In that last round, had 9 power punches. Overall, 92-79 connect advantage for Terence Crawford. Body work in that last round and the short uppercut that we showed. There are the body punches. 28, and there is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ. Terence Crawford catches Porter early in round 10. Seeing what could be behind that jab. There's a combination. There's a lead left hand. Porter looks good on his feet, but not coming forward and firing at Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right, and another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. Magnificent accuracy by the champ.